Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 religions in the United States in 2024. The United States is home to a diverse array of religions. Christianity is the most widespread, with 65% of Americans practicing it. Islam, dating back to the 18th century in the US, is followed by about 3.5 million people. Judaism, present since colonial times, has around 6 million adherents. Buddhism and Hinduism, introduced in the 19th and 20th centuries, have millions of followers. The country also has newer religious movements and a growing number of people who don't identify with any religion, now at about 26%. This diversity reflects America's commitment to religious freedom, a core value since its founding. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 largest religions in the United States in 2024. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 10 religions in the United States in 2024. Number 10. Unitarian Universalism. Unitarian Universalism, representing 0.3% of the U.S. population, is a liberal religious movement known for its inclusivity and emphasis on individual spiritual exploration. It traces its roots back to the merger of the American Unitarian Association and the Universalist Church of America in 1961, although both traditions have deeper historical origins dating to the early 19th century. Unitarian Universalists prioritize social justice, environmental activism, and tolerance of diverse beliefs. As of a recent report, there were approximately 1,037 Unitarian Universalist congregations across the United States, with notable growth in recent decades due to its welcoming stance toward LGBTQ+ individuals and progressive values. Notable figures within Unitarian Universalism include theologian James Luther Adams, civil rights activist Viola Liuzzo, and poet and activist Maya Angelou, highlighting the movement's broad influence in various spheres of American society. With a commitment to lifelong learning and an open-minded approach to spirituality, Unitarian Universalism continues to attract followers seeking a non-dogmatic and inclusive religious community. Number 9. Sikhism. Sikhism, comprising 0.5% of the U.S. population, has experienced notable growth since its introduction. In the early 20th century, Sikh immigrants primarily settled in the western United States, with significant communities forming in California. The first Sikh Gurdwara in the U.S. was established in Stockton, California, in 1912. One key milestone for Sikhism in the U.S. was the legal battle Sikhs faced in the 1920s to secure citizenship rights, ultimately leading to the passing of the Luce Celler Act in 1946, which granted Indians, including Sikhs, the right to become naturalized citizens. The 1980s witnessed a surge in Sikh immigration due to political unrest in Punjab, India. This influx bolstered Sikh presence across the U.S., leading to the establishment of numerous Gurdwaras and community organizations. Today, Sikhs actively contribute to various sectors, including business, medicine, and technology, enriching the cultural diversity of the nation while preserving their distinct religious identity. Number 8. Hinduism. Hinduism, practiced by approximately 1% of the U.S. population, has had a growing presence since its introduction in the late 19th century. The first Hindu temple in the U.S., the Vedanta Society, was established in 1906 in San Francisco. By 1965, the Immigration and Nationality Act facilitated a significant influx of Indian immigrants, contributing to the expansion of Hindu communities across the country. In 1977, the Hindu Temple Society of North America inaugurated the famed Sri Mahavallabha Ganapati Devasthanam in Queens, New York, becoming one of the largest Hindu temples outside India. Since then, numerous temples, like the BAPS Sri Swaminarayan Mandir in Atlanta, opened in 2007, symbolize the vibrant growth and diversity within Hinduism in the U.S. Notably, Hindu festivals such as Diwali have gained mainstream recognition, celebrated by millions across the nation. The Hindu American Foundation, founded in 2003, advocates for Hindu human rights and cultural understanding, further establishing Hinduism's enduring influence in American society. Number 7. Islam. In the United States, Islam comprises around 1.1% of the population, making it a significant religious minority. This figure translates to roughly 3.45 million adherents, as per data from a recent Pew Research Center report. Islam's presence in the U.S. dates back centuries, with the earliest records of Muslim arrivals tracing back to the 17th century. However, significant growth occurred in the mid-20th century due to immigration, particularly from countries like Egypt, Pakistan, and Lebanon. The establishment of mosques and Islamic centers has been pivotal in fostering community and religious practice. One notable milestone was the founding of the Islamic Center of America in Michigan in 1952, the largest mosque in the U.S. at that time. Moreover, notable figures like Malcolm X, who played a prominent role in the civil rights movement, highlighted Islam's increasing visibility and influence within American society. Number 6. Buddhism. Buddhism in the United States has seen a steady growth, with approximately 1.2% of the population identifying as Buddhists according to the Pew Research Center's Religious Landscape Study. This reflects an increase from previous years, highlighting the growing influence of Buddhism in American society. The history of Buddhism in the U.S. dates back to the mid-19th century, marked by the arrival of Asian immigrants, particularly from countries like China, Japan, and Korea. The establishment of Buddhist temples and centers in major cities such as Los Angeles, San Francisco, and New York City further facilitated the spread of Buddhism. Notably, the 1960s and 1970s witnessed a significant surge in interest in Buddhism among Americans, driven by factors such as the counterculture movement and the introduction of Zen and Tibetan Buddhism by influential figures like Alan Watts and the Dalai Lama. This era marked a turning point, leading to a broader acceptance and integration of Buddhist teachings and practices into mainstream American culture. Number 5. Judaism. Judaism, another religion spread about 2% of the U.S. population, has a rich history dating back centuries. The Jewish community in America has grown significantly since the early 19th century, with the first major wave of Jewish immigrants arriving in the mid-1800s, primarily from Germany. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Eastern European Jews fleeing persecution contributed to this growth. One significant event in Jewish American history was the establishment of the Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society, HIS, in 1881, which aided Jewish immigrants and refugees. The post-World War II era saw a notable rise in Jewish cultural influence in the U.S., with prominent figures like Albert Einstein making lasting contributions. Today, Jewish Americans have a diverse range of religious practices, from Orthodox to Reform Judaism. They have also made significant contributions to various fields, including science, literature, and entertainment. Institutions like synagogues, Jewish schools, and community centers continue to play vital roles in preserving Jewish heritage and fostering a sense of identity among Jewish Americans. Number 4. Mormonism. Mormonism, comprising around 2% of the U.S. population, emerged in the early 19th century under Joseph Smith. In 1830, he initiated the establishment, LDS, which is currently situated in Salt Lake City, Utah. Mormons hold a belief in additional sacred texts like the Book of Mormon, in conjunction with the Bible. The religion has experienced significant growth, with over 16 million members globally. In the U.S., Mormonism's influence is notable, especially in Utah, where around 60% of the population identifies as LDS. The church plays a role in various aspects of life, including politics, culture, and social services. Notable dates in Mormon history include the 1890 Manifesto, which officially ended the practice of polygamy, leading to Utah gaining statehood in 1896. The church's missionary efforts have spread Mormonism worldwide, contributing to its diverse membership. Today, Mormon beliefs and practices continue to evolve, reflecting the changing landscape of religion in the United States. Number 3. Nonspecific Christian. Nonspecific Christian denominations constitute approximately 11% of the religious landscape. This category encompasses individuals who identify as Christian but do not specify a particular denomination or affiliation. The trend of nonspecific Christianity has been on the rise since the late 20th century, reflecting a shift away from traditional denominational labels. One significant factor contributing to this trend is the increasing emphasis on personal spirituality over institutionalized religion. This shift is evident in surveys conducted by organizations such as the Pew Research Center, which have tracked the growth of nonspecific Christianity since the 1990s. Furthermore, the diversity within nonspecific Christian beliefs is notable, ranging from individuals who engage in independent study and worship to those who attend non-denominational churches. This diversity reflects the broader trend of religious pluralism in the United States, where individuals have the freedom to explore and practice their faith in various ways, contributing to the rich tapestry of religious expression in the country. Number 2. Catholicism. In the United States, Catholicism stands as the largest Christian denomination, encompassing about 23% of the population. Its roots in the U.S. trace back to the early 16th century, gaining significant traction during the waves of European immigration in the 19th and 20th centuries. The first Catholic parish in the U.S., St. Augustine Church in Florida, was established in 1565. By the mid-19th century, Catholicism's presence grew substantially, with the establishment of numerous dioceses and the construction of grand cathedrals like St. Patrick's in New York City. Notable figures like John F. Kennedy, the first Catholic president, symbolized the religion's integration into mainstream American society. Today, Catholicism maintains a diverse presence across the country, with strongholds in the Northeast and Midwest. It plays a vital role in education, healthcare, and charitable services, with Catholic schools educating millions of students annually. The Church's teachings and traditions continue to influence American culture and politics, shaping discussions on issues such as abortion, healthcare, and immigration. Number 1. Protestantism. Protestantism has been a dominant religious force, constituting approximately 34% of the population. Its roots trace back to the 16th century Reformation, with significant branches such as Baptists, Methodists, Lutherans, and Pentecostals. Historically, Protestantism played a pivotal role in shaping American culture and society. The Great Awakening in the 18th century sparked religious fervor, leading to the formation of numerous denominations and the proliferation of evangelicalism. In the 19th century, Protestantism influenced social movements like abolitionism and temperance. By the early 20th century, Protestantism faced challenges from immigration, secularization, and the rise of non-Christian religions. However, it remained a major religious force, with influential figures like Billy Graham leading mass evangelistic campaigns. Today, Protestantism in the U.S. continues to evolve, witnessing trends such as the growth of non-denominational churches and the increasing diversity within denominational traditions. This dynamic landscape reflects the ongoing interplay between religion and American society. Conclusion. In the U.S., religious diversity is a key part of society, reflecting freedom of worship. As of a recent survey, about 65% of Americans are Christians, while around 26% are religiously unaffiliated. Other faiths like Islam, Buddhism, and Hinduism also have followers. This diversity has deep roots, from early Christian settlements to immigration waves. It's not just about personal beliefs but also impacts culture, laws, and how we see pluralism. So, which is your favorite religion among the top 10 religions in the United States in 2024? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite religion among the top 10 religions in the United States in 2024 in the comments below. I'd love to read them and I'm sure others would too.